What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. This is the night before Black Friday. I'm going to get this up as soon as possible. And we just got confirmed of a new card type, a new promo for tomorrow. Obviously it is Black Friday, but there's going to be a team that's involved in Black Friday. So let me take you over to Twitter and show you guys the card design. FUTWatch just tweeted this out probably about, what was it, 9:30? About almost an hour ago. So this is going to be FUT player moments, and I think it's going to have basically like a really good performance that a player had. So like, for example, and this is maybe why Team of the Week Smalling didn't happen this week, was because he scored that goal against Man City for the comeback for United 3-2 against City 2 years ago. So maybe we see stuff like that. Now let me talk to you guys about the market implications on stuff like this, because obviously the market, we could switch things up a little bit here, because obviously the plan was there's going to be some sort of panic window in the next, I'd say, 6 to 7 hours, right there. From me uploading this video at 10:30 at night, there's going to be about 6 or 7 hours from now, a good window of panic, in my opinion, on icons, wants to watch it, high tier meta golds. You're going to see them drop, I think, a little bit. And now this obviously changes things a little bit, because you have a new promo team. Now obviously new promo teams, if the team is not great, the market could fly on right off the bat. But I feel like EA would love to make it actually a really good team. So maybe what you see, and this is where you guys got to be a little bit careful, is you might see some panic selling on players in the same nationality or in the same league, in the same position as the card. So say, for example, they go and do a Varane, right? You could probably expect like Lenglet to probably just not be used that much anymore, because everyone's gonna want to go for that card. Or that's not even like a great example, but even like a Chris Smalling, you wouldn't see, maybe you see one Jesus drop a little bit because it's a Roma center back. He's also English. You're gonna see cards drop because of people are going to sell them out of their clubs, and they're going to go and buy the new ones. Or there's going to be a little bit of a panic window. These cards are going to be too expensive, and people are going to buy it back. So those are the couple situations that we do see tomorrow. I still think EA has a funny way of kind of upping themselves every single year. So last year, obviously, we had Best of Team of the Week. Maybe that's not to come this year. So if I were you guys, in the morning, if you guys see any informs that are low, I would kind of say pick them up, because I feel like maybe they do both, or maybe they don't. But the ones that, here's the thing, you're going to have Best of Team Week, and you're going to have like a FUT player moments. And I feel like they're going to go big with the FUT player moments. Like maybe we get like a Neymar, or, you're going to have cards like that, because they had obviously individual performances. Like, for example, Neymar had that great performance against PSG at home in the second leg of the UCL round of 16. So, they could go big on this stuff if they really want to. And if that happens, more of an incentive for people to open packs, the market still should rise. The market should rise tomorrow night still, in my opinion. I don't see any reason why the market would crash. Now, obviously, and this is any time of the year, EA could fuck the market up if they want to. They did it last Friday. They made people buy their teams back at 6 p.m. UK because they didn't drop any content. Then what they did was they released it at 3 p.m. the Icon SBC. Obviously made people, sell things in their club. It also didn't give them enough coins to buy those players back, so demand for those players had dropped for those 2 days. And obviously now people have recovered it a little bit, but they could do anything at any time to crash this market. So just be very careful. Black Friday is the hardest market to predict in FIFA cycle. There's so many easier predictions, and that's why I've been fixated on one thing. I kind of want to stick by it, but if it doesn't work tomorrow, it doesn't work. Like, it is what it is, man. I've been telling people for the last 2 weeks, just pick a price on a player that has dropped already, and just be happy with the price. Like, for example, and I'm gonna go back onto the game real quick. Obviously Mane was like 375 last week, and he's like 310 at the moment. If you see this at 300 tomorrow, 300 and under, just buy it. That's 75k under his current price. Now, obviously, you don't want to lose coins on the card. These cards will rebound, I think, at some point. I think, you know, either whether that be tomorrow night, Saturday, Sunday, going into next Thursday and Friday. That's when we really saw the market go up a lot. Was last year, the following Thursday and Friday, the market had done really well. In terms of icons, man, that's what I'm going to be looking at. I really want to look at icons. I might buy a Garincha. I might buy a Del Piero, right? I might buy a couple things. Just play with them in the team for the weekend and then kind of, you know, sell them for a good amount of profit right after that. So that's kind of like my go-to. I think any icons that are over 500k, I think will do okay tomorrow. But you could have a thing where, you know, they do a Vardy and they pretty much have people selling icons. But I think for the most part, guys, you guys should be okay in terms of the icons. If they go a little bit lower, you pick a price for yourself and you don't look back on it, essentially. Because this card right here is like 990k, right? 980, yeah, 971. So maybe like right now, as I'm uploading this video to you guys, put prices on your chance targets, see where cards are, and then start to kind of make decisions if the card gets low enough in the morning leading up to Black Friday, the first lightning round. Now, obviously, in previous years, what you would see on the market is like, you would see panic in the morning. After the first lightning round would happen, you'd really start to see the market go up again because people just didn't think the team was good enough, or because the team was too expensive, so they want to go buy back their cards. Whenever there's more panic selling, there's more buying back. And tomorrow you have the luxury of people that are new that are coming onto the game. So you have even more buying power because all of those people that are coming onto the game are not coming on without buying Fifa points. They're all going to be buying Fifa points on Black Friday. The market is going to be there's going to be a lot of coins into the market tomorrow. So I think a lot of the icons, a lot of the high tier golds, I mean, even if you were to put Neymar into the promo, this card goes out of packs. So, you know, any sort of panic on this card in the morning would be a good pickup because usually this card out of packs would absolutely fly. This would go to about 1.2, maybe 1.15, you know, tomorrow. So, it's just a lot of things to consider. I think if they don't do best of, maybe you look at, yeah, obviously informs that, you know, have been low recently. Like if you take the chance on, and this is why this is so hard to predict because there's so many different things around Black Friday that could happen. But say you obviously get a Messi, right? Now Messi has obviously had performances over the years where you can legit put him into this promo if you want to. But obviously his inform's 2.215 now, which is kind of cheap when you think about Messi. I mean, Messi's in form. He's a top 3 player on this game. And he's 2.215. So, in my opinion, if this goes to like 2.1 flat, you know, there's only about 12 to 15 of them on the market. Maybe 20 max. So, just kind of look around on that kind of stuff. That should go up if there's no best of team of the week. But that's obviously something you guys gonna have to kind of take a little bit of a risk on because the promo screen that we got, there's nothing on there. We just know on FUTWatch's tweet that there's going to be some sort of promo, some sort of like team that they're going to release, which is kind of something I had, you know, in the back of my mind. I kind of thought it could happen. I don't know why they didn't. They don't have this promo screen for me for some reason, but it just said Black Friday with a countdown, and obviously we're gonna get lightning rounds, guys, starting at 9 a.m. my time, which is 6 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. UK. Now, I expect the team to be out at 2 p.m. UK because that wouldn't make any sense if they released lightning rounds and they didn't release the team with it. So, I don't know if they're going to do best of because now with this new team, it gives them more avenues to kind of explore. Maybe they don't do best of. Or maybe they do best of FIFA 20 and they put the new team in the packs as well. Anything to sell packs for EA Sports, man. So, it's so difficult to kind of... I was very fixated and very confident in how the market was going to react tomorrow before I just saw this new team. And now this new team obviously gives a lot of different things that could happen with the market. So, obviously it's tough to gauge. November is the toughest month to kind of predict. Even the best of the best traders have not predicted the best buy time on cards over the last couple years. So, it's really difficult. We'll kind of see what happens tomorrow. I think in terms of like some investments, guys, like look at like Chem Styles. Look at like some fitness cards, like those cards, Flash SBC'S, look at good nationalities and off leagues, and then good nations, you know, left backs, right backs, left mids, right mids, stuff like that is what you can look at. I think bidding during lightning rounds is also going to be a really good opportunity for you guys to get on cards. There's going to be so much supply on those kind of cards that you might be able to get them on bid. Not many people look at bids during lightning rounds. They all go look at snipes. That's the misconception that they have, and bidding is really good. Another thing to kind of look forward to is, and I just lost my train of thought, but obviously the team of the weeks that if they don't get put in, you're going to see a really big buyback, like right away. If you don't see any road to the finals or scream guards get put into packs, you will see those fly again. Especially in terms of the road to the finals, because I know some of them have been low for the last couple of days after their games. I think people, this last second kind of decision, okay, do I buy Mahrez? Do I buy him? And if in, you know, we'll see what kind of happens, but he's about 300k at the moment. He was about 330 a couple days ago, 295 even. This card, it's obviously down a little bit because of this card, because it has better stats, but this is a live item. If that goes to 275 tomorrow, I mean, for me, that's probably a pickup. Because now it's not looking likely they're gonna re-release the road to the finals, unless EA decide to do a madness. If they decide to really do that, the market is gonna be very interesting tomorrow. So these high tier cards, in the morning, Cruyff, like Kaká, any icons that are over 500k should do okay tomorrow. And then into the and any icons that are, you know, basically over 1 million coins should do really well over the next couple days. Into next Thursday and Friday is when they peaked last year. A guy like Cruyff last year went up like 300k, so I can see the same thing on the 91 or the 89. The 89 is about 2.64, which is maybe you see him under, like, maybe you see him like 255 tomorrow or 25 flat. If you really see that sort of pattern, just pull the trigger on that card, because these cards, these icons, man, they are the most consistent cards in this game. Icons are way more consistent. You don't have to really, you know, the pack supply isn't a problem with those cards. So even a guy like Baby Blanc, right? You put him on your transfer targets right now. You talk about, okay, he's about 1 million coins, right? And then essentially, you're going to see this card rise a good amount. He went up about 200k last year based upon Thursday into the following Monday. He went up about 200k. So you can see this card definitely going at least over 1.15. I think you can at least get a 100k rise in this card. So maybe you see 1 mil flat tomorrow. You might see some really good deals on icons, maybe during lightning rounds, sniping. So you can look at that as well. I think in terms of the high tier gold cards, still your Neymars, your Messis, Ronaldos, Pogba, Kante, any of these cards, guys, I still feel like the buy is between the panic window in the morning if they get low enough. Now, if they get low enough right here, if he goes to like 330, which is about 25k lower than his current price, that's not bad for me, because Kante is a card that is going to rebound, in my opinion. And if you guys want to, maybe last second buying. Now, obviously, and I don't say this a lot, but it's really good to buy when everyone else is buying. And the reason why I say that is because then you can kind of gauge as to what's the lowest point in the market. Because if you go out and you go and buy a Kante, now I've obviously told people to buy, you know, at a price that they're comfortable with before Black Friday, which is fine, because they're still going to rise after Black Friday, in my opinion. If you look at a card like this and say you want to get him at 340 or 330, if he doesn't come up at 340 or 330, and the supply is just canceling out the demand later on that night when the supply dries up is going to make this card absolutely fly. So you got to really be quickly on that decision to buy this card, because if you see a lot of people buying and not as many listings, because another thing to kind of point out is, and this is not even just for Black Friday, but every single promo, pack weight is trash. I mean, the amount of pack weight that they had on the new cards for Screams and Road to the Finals, Screams are almost extinct. Screams are literally like about to die. Like, there's about to be no more on the market. I mean, cards like this, like a late night man, he has like how many pages? Let's look. This is Ibrahimovic too. This isn't even like a top card in that promo. He's got 8 pages, less than 80 players for him. You look at Firmino, right? The supply on any high tier gold card, any Scream card, any Road to the Final has been low so far. So don't expect the new promo to give out a lot of these new players. Don't expect that, guys. Don't expect a lot of these high tier players as well. The 87 plus cards to really get packed a lot either. When people are done with their FIFA points, they go immediately to buy these players. So like a guy like Conte, I keep going back to Pogba, Mane, right? Son is out of packs. I'd be careful with that card because that could potentially drop because of how expensive he is right now. I think he's about 370, so I'd just be a little careful on that. But this card's like 290. So if he goes down to already, maybe he goes down to 275 in the morning or during the first lightning round. I say the last second to buy is probably going to be the first, second lightning round. That's the last time you really want to buy these kind of cards because I do believe based upon last year and the following year, or just based off of last year's trends, the cards had went up right after that because everyone's waiting to buy cards. So, you know, you have a lot more demand than you have supply because here's the thing, man. The pack weight on these is terrible. Like, you're not packing Pogba, like, all the time. Oh, my God. What did I just see? I choked on that, too. What did I just see? What's he doing? Oh, that's kind of frustrating. That's like 60, 70k. What's he doing there? And why is somebody out sniping, by the way, at this time? That's crazy that I just missed that. I mean, guys, just get on some of these cards. You never know who's panic selling, man. That guy must have, he must have missed a 1 or 2. He must have missed that. So, yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching today. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll talk to you guys in a following Black Friday Market Watch pretty soon. Alright? Peace out, boys.